And then listen, I don't want to make it seem like I'm trashing every single type of school administrator or every type of high school teacher, because that's not what I'm trying to do here. But the bottom line is, yeah, they're always afraid that, these school board administrators and superintendents, they just worry about what can we do to avoid the lawsuit. And when I tell you, folks out there, and I am not embellishing this story, there was a kid who I taught who was brutalized in every way, shape, or form while he was at school. The only safe haven this kid ever had was in my classroom, because the other teachers didn't stop the bullying, even if it was going on in their class. The administrators thought it was not that big a deal. It's just teenage boys being teenage boys. The guidance department would call the parents in on a rare occasion and say, okay, we'll handle it, but then would turn their back on the kid and wouldn't handle it. And this would go on and on and on, and nobody took responsibility. Thank God this kid never came in and brought a gun in or a weapon to blow some of the heads off of some of the people who did this awful shit to him. But yet, there was only one person in an entire school who would do something about it, and it wasn't even really my responsibility to do that. And so I'm telling you, it happens in other schools. Especially for anybody in the chat room right now who is not too far removed from high school. And I know there are a couple people in the chat room right now, and maybe some people who may not even be visible right now, who are right out of high school or not too far away from high school. Brandon Baker's in the 8th grade. Brandon, I would love if you could shove in right now. I don't know if you can, but I'd love to talk to you about the bullying that goes on in your school, if there is. If you can't shove in, I understand. If you don't want to, I certainly understand. But, I'm so sick and tired of kids who go through this stuff. It's unbelievable. And it starts at such a young age, too. I mean, we're talking about kids who are, like, in the 2nd and 3rd grade going after each other. Where do they learn this stuff? And then you come back to it again, it all starts at home, where parents don't acknowledge and don't do anything to stop their kids who are the bulliers, who are the bullies, I guess, okay? Oh, my goodness. Saab puts it succinctly and beautifully. It happens all the time, and that's why there's so much violence from the parents. It's a cycle, a vicious cycle that will not end. Well, I think we could probably talk about this forever, and unfortunately, we're never, ever going to find a way to come to any kind of consensus. And it's kind of sad. It's really, really, really sad. Really sad. I just hope it's one of the reasons why I don't think I could ever have children of my own, because I don't know if I could ever tolerate seeing these types of things happening.